What do people on the internet love more than anything?
Porn!
No, you animals, cats.
Oh my god, kitties! Gah!
Cute, fluffy, and smart, it's no wonder cats are one of the world's most popular pets.
As well as being the internet's favorite pastime, cats are prone to be portrayed in all forms of media as sly, lazy, graceful, and usually pretty hungry animals.
Yet when choosing an animal to profile for this list, we were surprised that compared to other media, cats aren't as common as other critters in video games, like canines, marsupials, and primates.
So we're here to open the Countdown Cat Flap, as we're counting down our top 9 cats in gaming. Why 9 instead of the usual 10? Well, cats have 9 lives, so yeah.
One per franchise, and we are trying to refrain from adding lots of species of cats on the list, so expect us to honour cats for their character and individuality.
And sorry, Felicia fans, we are disallowing humans with cat-like features. And let's face it, Felicia is more female than feline, if you know what I mean.
And much apologies to Super Mario 3D World, as we are not allowing cats with temporary transformations on this list. So sorry, Cat Mario and Meowth.
Big cats such as cheetahs, tigers, and lions are also allowed.
Now that all that's out of the way, let's move this list forward.
Me, ouch.
Oh, you've gotta be kidding me.
Cat puns! Cat puns everywhere! Make them stop!
Just start the cat down already, jeez!
Get it? It's a pun!
Shut up, past self! I only have 8 lives now.
Agents are go! Hey! Mission! Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
With the yo-ho-ho, it is Tale of the Toaster, with the number 9 segment in Top 9 Cats. I don't really like cats, but countdowns aren't like that, so I found a cat in Elite Beat Agents. It smashes buildings down into the ground. It's not based on Godzilla, no, it's not at all original, but it makes no difference to me. 'Cause this cat is vital to its blockbuster title. I can't wait for it to come onto the screen. But now we are running away from the boulder. I assure you a cat is involved in this game. It's called Meowzilla. I'm telling ya, its size puts Ridley to shame. Yeah, with its big paw, you can't ignore and say it makes no difference to me. Oh, there is Meowzilla. Oh, there is Meowzilla. Oh, there is Meowzilla. Oh, Meowzilla. It smashes buildings down into the ground. It's not based on Godzilla. No, it's not at all original. But it makes no difference to me. No, makes no difference. No, makes no difference to me. No, makes no difference. Oh, makes no difference to me. makes no difference to me.
Cats are awesome. I've always been more of a cat person, and when I first heard about us doing this list, I was excited, because that means I could talk about one of my favorite platforming heroes of all time, What's that? Tasmanian tigers are marsupials. That's kind of like false advertising. Oh no, then that means...
Oh no. Oh no. Bubsy made his first appearance in Bubsy in Claws Encounters of the Furred Kind. Are we sure Trail Mix Blazer didn't write this game? Back in 1993, Bubsy was slated to become the next big platforming hero like Mario and Sonic. He was trying to bring all the 90s kids over to the Accolade team, man. You know, Accolade. Accolade? Come on. They even went as far as giving Bubsy his own TV show. Or they at least tried. I mean, come on, what could have possibly gone wrong? Could you even imagine if this flying squirrel-esque bobcat with a Pitfall from Animal Crossing t-shirt made it as a huge video game icon? What if he even made it into Smash Bros. If this were to happen? But alas, it would seem that most would forget about dear old Bubsy.
Oh, and if you're surprised Bubsy made it on cartridge, let's not forget, Bubsy made it on disc.
And this is why people know who Bubsy is. Bubsy 3D, released in 1996, is often considered one of the worst games of all time.
What's a top list without someone that's infamous? Bubsy the Bobcat will go down as one of the biggest jokes in video game history, and definitely belongs on this list, as he will remain one of the top cats in gaming, a failed mascot, a laughingstock of platforming games, but will always be remembered as a cat legend of video gaming.
Despite being a big guy on memes, I don't actually care for cats that much. So, let's look at the other side of the spectrum. Instead of praising them, we're gonna be killing them. Well, this cat is from an iconic Steam game, and no, it's not the cat from Bad Rat. It's actually the catfish from Castle Crashers. I know this isn't 100% cat, but from what we can see, this is more cat than fish. Anyways, onto the battle. It's a pretty unique setting. The whole fight is actually set in water because, you know, it's a cat, and it's a fish. Catfish. But at least this game has nice water. Okay, no, I'm not going to make that joke. Since this battle is set in water, your character has come to a slowdown. But don't worry, this can be averted. You can hop onto various objects to keep your mobility up, but being hit by one of the catfish's attacks will knock you straight off, and you'll have to recover and find a new one, or try and fight the catfish without. The catfish actually has pretty high defenses, so you have to hit him when he's weak. To make him weak, you have to get him in front of the cannon, and the king will proceed to fire a cannonball straight in the catfish's face. It'll render him unconscious for a few seconds, and this is where you spam everything you have. Just make sure to destroy the hairball before it hits the ship, because the cannonball will fall out the ship, and you'll miss your opportunity to do damage. Now, onto its moveset. It has the previously mentioned hairball, which will obviously stop the ship from firing. The cat will also dive around and try and smack you with a bear, and another move where it charges through the water and tries to eat you. It will also punch you sometimes. Honestly, this boss can be pretty hard depending on the situation, and overall it's a pretty fun boss battle. Though, it does have a few problems. First, the king can't bloody aim for shit sometimes.
Watch your profanity.
Right, I'm sorry. Anyways, the music is overall pretty bland. Note this, that I'm using the main theme, not the actual song in the battle. And that's why it's not any higher. It's also because some of the chaps haven't played the game and they're scrubs.
Our next entry on this list is a cult classic that you probably haven't heard of. All the way from the age of CD-ROM games and Windows XP, sailing the high seas in search of treasure, he is none other than Captain Nathaniel Joseph Claw. Captain Claw's only appearance was in Claw, a game released in 1997 developed by the Polish company Monolith Productions, the developers behind the Condemned series and the first two Fear games. The game begins with him getting captured by the Cocker Spaniards. He finds a map to the mythical Tiger Island, and a note about the Amulet of 9 Lives in his cell wall. The amulet is a magical artifact that will grant him 9 lives and great power, which is the closest anyone in the lower Animalian realm can come to immortality. He also finds a gem, one of 9 required to summon the amulet to this world. He goes on a quest to find the rest of the gems and the island with the amulet. A basic story of a cat seeking his fortune in a legend that may or may not actually be real. That's the plot of the game. It's a safe but always exciting story. The game itself is a 2D platformer. Claw can run, jump, crouch, climb, swing, and do all the other things that a platforming character should do. Along with his stylish blue coat, he also carries a pistol, a cutlass, some dynamite, and can also shoot magic from his paws. It's never explained how or why he can shoot magic from his paws, but I'll let it slide because Claw is a freaking badass. He can air juggle people like his king from Tekken or something. Along with his already impressive arsenal and dapper hat, he can also pick up power-ups placed around the stage. A fire cutlass, a lightning cutlass, and a frost cutlass. The most interesting power-up, however, is catnip. Yes, catnip. It increases his movement speed and allows him to jump further and run circles around his enemies. The game is very difficult, but Claw eventually overcomes the challenges that he faces, such as his nemesis, Captain Redtail, his former love interest Catherine, and this wolf dude and the amulet's guardian, Omar. When you beat the game, an angel places the amulet around Claw's neck. Omar becomes his second in command and they sail off to pillage a merchant ship or something. I don't know, pirate stuff. The reason Claw isn't higher on this list, even with all these great traits, is that he still only had one game. A second game was planned by Techland, but it was instead released as Nikita, the Mystery of the Hidden Island, starring a completely different character and only shares the pirate cat protagonist with Claw. Pretty sure that's what hell sounds like. Claw got some great ratings, some sites putting him up with the greats like Mario, Sonic, and Crash Bandicoot, and had a pretty big following until the mid-2000s, when Grey Cat, the creator of the fan site The Claw Recluse, retired from the community. Claw fell into obscurity. The site is now run by a few die-hard fans in Poland and has the full game up for download, along with a custom level editor, speedruns, forums, and a guide on how to play the game in its online mode. It's a shame I missed the time when this community was active, since it seems like quite a story in itself. And all of this got created from a few fans' love for a game about a pirate cat. And that's why Captain Nathaniel Joseph Claw is our number 6 pick for top 9 cats in gaming.
Let's rewind to 2002. Microsoft has just launched its first video game console and needs a kid-friendly mascot for their new system. So what better choice than an orange and white cat who can manipulate time? Clocking in at number 5, we have Blinks, the Time Sweeper. Armed with a vacuum which may or may not have been inspired by Luigi's Mansion, Blinks works at the Time Factory, which is littered with cats and ensures time is always running smoothly. But one day, something goes horribly wrong, and Dimension B1Q64 is overrun by time monsters. As everyone evacuates in panic, our 5th best feline in gaming rushes into the portal to save this dimension from certain doom. How heroic, selflessly putting so many people ahead of himself. Or maybe he just wants the girl. In any case, Blinks' actions begin a platforming adventure in 4D. This adventure is filled with throwing random objects at goofy monsters while controlling the fabric of time itself. By collecting time crystals, This courageous cat can slow down, fast forward, pause, or even rewind time. These awesome powers allow him to rebuild bridges, sneak behind enemies, and cheat at Donkey Kong. Blinks is also a hero to kitties everywhere. He defies the unfair stereotypes against cats, as he's not afraid of water. For a brief time, Blinks was marketed as the platforming mascot of the real Xbox One. While he never reached the same level of popularity as Mario, Sonic, or Crash Bandicoot, he still left his paws on the gaming scene for many kids who owned an Xbox. Now let's fast forward to 2014. The Blinks franchise has only 2 games and has not gotten a new one in 10 years. It's a real shame because there's so much that can be done with a time-manipulating cat. Here's hoping someone at Microsoft remembers him and gets to work on a sequel or remake. Nevertheless, Blinks the Time Sweeper is one of the most underappreciated cats in gaming, and definitely deserves his spot on this list. And with that, my time here is up.
Mycoplasma Laboratorium! Hello and welcome to Challengers Approaching. I am one of your hosts, Josef van Oozenvaart. And the only reason I'm here is because I actually own a cat. You may recognize my voice from the intro sequence, in which case, congratulations, you're not deaf. While my experience with countdowns is limited, my experience with gaming in general is not. With 18 years of gaming experience under my belt, I'm pretty sure that I kinda know what I'm talking about. Sometimes. Not really. On my channel, I do stuff. Apparently. Don't ask me about it, it's been so long that I've forgotten myself. But hey, at least I'm better than Trail, Smash, and good old Flower Man, so there's that. But enough about me, now on with the show. One thing that I love about cats is how adorable they are. Isn't that right, Timmy? And if there's one feline from gaming that I find adorable, it's Taokaka. Now don't let the eyes and teeth fool you. Taokaka is a lean, not-so-mean, adorable machine. The main reason for that is because of her personality. For one thing, she's the single most innocent and simple-minded character in, well, the whole BlazBlue universe. She doesn't fight for revenge or for her idea of justice. She simply wants what's best for her friends and family. And people who give her food. Can't forget the food. However, she's not the sharpest claw in the paw, metaphorically speaking. For one, she has an incredibly short attention span, which leads to her forgetting things very quickly. Really no different from most cats. She's also the least intelligent member of the BlazBlue cast, often being incapable of remembering the names of other characters. But she remedies this in one of the best ways possible, by coming up with nicknames for everyone, including but not limited to good guy, creepy guy, scary guy, big guy, little guy, dog person, rabbit person, cat person, scruffy, squiggly, lacking lady, average lady, and everyone's favorite, it's the booby lady! In addition to her adorableness, however, she's also a surprisingly capable fighter. Keep in mind that BlazBlue is a game in which nearly every character uses a weapon and or a refined fighting style. Not Tao. She goes in with just her claws, her instincts, and a smile that says, "I'ma beat the crap out of you." Literally, that's one of her super moves. Adding to her dangerousness is her speed. She is the fastest fighter in the game, a trait which allows her to quickly cover ground and attack an enemy before they even know what's happening. Granted, she also has some of the lowest health in the game, but good Tao players don't even have to worry about that. She is also somehow able to make a copy of herself, basically doubling her damage potential for a short while, because logic. Also because logic, her siblings apparently follow her around everywhere, since they're literally 2 of her distortion drives and a big part of her astral finish. Furthermore, she's got the only damaging taunt in the game. But who cares about taunts? One last thing that I think is worth mentioning. I can hear you guys asking, why was Taokaka allowed when Felicia wasn't? Well, there's 3 big reasons for this. 1, her personality and mindset are very close to what your standard cats would be. 2, we don't really know what she looks like. For all we know, that could be a potato under that hood. And 3, she was created using genes from an actual cat. So barring a few guanines and a little DNA polymerase, she literally is a cat in terms of genetics. For these reasons, we feel that she's enough of a cat to count. Ultimately, Taokaka is an adorable yet dangerous little kitty. that deserves every ounce of love she gets on this list. Unlike our next entry, who has a lot of ounces of... I don't know what.
Better look out! My turn! I'm ready! Great!
What's up guys, it's the Golden Lotus, and I've probably got the most controversial option on this list. Again. But despite that, contrary to his size, Big the Cat isn't a very big surprise to see on this list. I must note that in my opinion, Big the Cat's hatred primarily comes from the heavily overdone Froggy gag. I'm looking at Big the Cat, and only Big the Cat. So this is a no frog zone, you hear? Digging past all the lame Froggy cracks.
Oh! Time to get serious!
Big's character is beyond lovable. Big may be naive and very dim-witted, but he shows his worth through his love for his friends and simple overall innocence. He's the pinnacle of protection, but only whenever the times call for it. He's a fat cat, and definitely fits that stereotype pretty accurately. But threaten his friends, and he'll be on his feet and in your way faster than you can say,
I miss my Froggy and fishing!
Well, would you look at that, he even likes to go fishing too. But he can do a lot more than just fish. Like most Sonic characters, Big is, ironically, very fast, and he's also one of the physically strongest Sonic heroes. There are also a couple very strange abilities that Big possesses, which include Naruto's very own summoning jutsu.
Believe it!
And fucking teleporting! Seriously, what the fuck's going on here? And to top it off, he's got the moves! Sweet dance party!
Yahoo!
Long story short, if you don't love Big, you have no right to call yourself a cat lover. Hate that obscene frog all you want, but Big is large and in charge when it comes to being lovable. Who says big cats need big segments anyway?
Is it finished?
Yes, Big.
We did it! Now I can take Froggy home with me. Wait for me, Froggy!
Big, stop!
What? Uh-oh! Sorry!
Next.
Watch this!
If we can't have humans posing as cats, as they are more genetically human than cat, who's to say we can't have cats posing as humans? Also less commonly known as the Sony cat, inspiring name, is the mascot of the Japanese franchise Doko Demo Isio, a Japan-only adventure video game series that restricted Toro's market for 13 years, until his worldwide debut in Street Fighter X Tekken, and soon to be PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, and his Vita game. So because of this, I'm only going to be judging Toro's cat abilities on these 3 games, but even then, he's still a cool cat. Toro's basic design is rather normal as cats go. All white fur with a kawaii face, a refreshing change from the tabby monster to the catfish hybrids we've seen before on this list. This makes Toro as a mascot a much more lovable character, as he is relatable to your average domestic cat. Yet Mr. Noooooo tries to be the opposite. He can be a restaurant worker, ninja, musician, Hawaiian shirt wearer, all while standing on 2 legs, or laying down, or catnapping. Although he might not prefer to have an owner, Toro's owner is an owner of a sushi restaurant, which developed his love for sushi and video games. Combined with his Hawaiian shirt, this guy sounds like a bro. Toro is described as the cat who would be human. Yet sliding on fish bones and his constant meowing does not help his case. It just makes him more lovable more than anything. Yet he can certainly pack a punch, and that should not be underestimated. From his push-up taunts to teleportation skills, Mortal Kombat style, to a level 2 super attack by using the power of the cosmos. Rosalina confirmed. He's a bit of an oddball really, though all he aspires to do is be like a legendary human, so he can be like his idols in the PlayStation universe. He's the perfect incarnation of a fanboy, without all the mindless anger. His favourite fighter sadly also being his unintentional rival, Heihachi Mishima. You have to feel sorry for the cat when he and his best friend Kuro, who is so mean apparently, was just asking for conversational starters with their hero from the Tekken franchise. though some touchy comments about Heihachi's age instantaneously sends the man into a rage. At least Toro has the guts to fight the man twice his size that he once idolised. One-on-one, free stocks, ice him on, Final Destination rival arena, Fox only. The raw amazement of a cat doing all sorts of diversely ranged moves inspired from other fighting games makes him one of the most unique characters in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Oh, and Street Fighter X Tekken, but there's also Fat Mega Man there and Pac-Man. Imagine if they got into Smash Bros. And Toro may want to be human, but he can dance better than both of them. I'd like to see you dance Big the Cat. Well, we'd all like to see that. Oh, okay, that'll do. Toro has more bigger, more ambitious motifs to save a frog, and this personally makes me want to succeed with Toro more. Toro can be in Justice, Onai or Kurobi form in the press of a circle, each with their own fleshed out movesets. Toro is like the Palutena of PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. What a hipster. Do I really need to say the full title every time? Yet Toro's moveset is the main reason why Toro lands on 2 feet on the number 2 spot. The amount of abilities this cat has is phenomenal, and taking his generic basic appearance aside with that mustache smile, that is why Toro is so close yet so far from the Golden Cat Bell Award. And only the number 1 cat in gaming can learn more moves and be more likeable than this fella.
Whoa! Whoa!
Time to let the cat out of the bag. Without further ado, our number 1 video game feline is...
Sakurai's cat. Undoubtedly the best cameo appearance in history, it braves the ferocious blizzard of Pokemon Stadium 2 so it can amuse us all while battling to the death.
No, Tail, you're reading the wrong thing.
Wait, what? It's not on the list? Then who's the real top cat?
Meowth, that's right!
All the domestic cat Pokemon in the Pokeverse, only one seems to really stand out. We've got Team Galactic's beloved Glameow, who is ruined by its evolution that shan't be named. Gen 5 brought us Purloin, Glameow's purple cousin, and the weak yet underrated dungeon exploring Skitty.
Not forgetting Esper that'll eat your soul for breakfast.
So that leaves us with the original, and still the best in our nostalgic tinted goggles, Meowth.
Let's face it, we have countless memories of watching Meowth on telly as kids.
But of course, this is a list about cats in gaming. So, we're going to take full advantage of the games that Team Rocket's Meowth actually does appear in.
And now, it's time for Pokédex entries with Professor Rosenvard. Meowth, the cat scratch Pokemon. Meowth adores round objects such as coins that it picks up and secretly hoards. It can't stop playing with them until it tires and falls asleep. Huh, that sounds a lot like Tammy with Q-tips.
The distinct lore behind the creation of Meowth helps him stand out from the horde. Meowth is based on a Japanese legend, known as the Maneki Neko, which saves a lord from getting struck by lightning.
Statues of this creature are often used as lucky charms in Japan, or to welcome someone to an Asian-themed restaurant. They depict the cat raising one arm and holding a gold amulet coin, much like the one Meowth has on its head.
With all that boring crap off the table, let's move on to the more interesting things about this beloved Pokekitty.
Kicking off his capabilities, we've got the iconic move Payday, which is exclusive to the Meowth line. This move scatters coins all over the battlefield, and shows its dedication to the trainer by giving them free money.
Oh my god! More free money! This is the best day of my life.
Whilst its level up move pool consists of only normal and dark type moves, the TM range this cat can learn is phenomenal. 11 of the 18 types covered. And the guitar. Wow. This cat can learn more moves than Toro. I don't think you'll want to mess with this cat, Heihachi.
Meowth's availability varies from game to game, but the Meowth from the anime that we all know and love has stuck around in spin-off games over the years. Whether it's his flipping good cameo in Pokemon Pinball, or his mad guitar skills in the never-released Meowth's Party, he continues to leave an impact on Pokemon fans even 2 decades after the franchise's inception.
You're forgetting the best game Meowth appeared in. He's a blimmin' TV news reporter in Pokemon Channel.
That aside, he took the role of a Pokeball Pokemon in Smash Bros., where he uses Payday to attack his master's foes.
And don't forget,
he is also a sticker.
Now time for science facts with Professor Rosenvard. Despite evolving into the stronger and less adorable Persian, many might consider Meowth's personality and appearance to make him superior, as it can talk and walk on just 2 legs.
Meowth is of a singular type, which makes him weak to only one type, fighting. so maybe he shouldn't pick that fight with Heihachi.
Oh shit!
As one of the most iconic Pokemon, it's no wonder Meowth is the most iconic cat in gaming.
As proven by science!
Meowth has it all. History, personality, moves, money, babes, and even a funny name.
Both cool and cute, Meowth is the perfect cat in gaming.
Thanks for watching our top 9 cats in gaming. We didn't plan for it to be that long, we swear. However, if you still somehow want more from us, you can watch our chaps play on PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. I also made a couple episodes of my Paper Mario Let's Play with Rider of Lightning, so there's a link to one of those too. Don't forget to check out our newest members channel at Josef von Usenvard. Or don't, it makes no difference to me.
Shooting